Is Ricky okay? Hey there, it's Kristen, and today we're talking about High School Musical, the series, Season 2, Episode 10. The East High crew is trying to take their production to the next level, so they're tackling the Beast transformation. Can they handle it? Let's find out. Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on this season of High School Musical, the series. So I think it makes a little bit of sense that for the last 2 weeks, the cast has not been actually able to rehearse for Beauty and the Beast, and Miss Jen is feeling a little bit nervous that maybe things are not on the level that they need to be. They're working on the Beast transformation, and it's just awkward. It's not working. So the cast decides that they're going to try to invent something new and create something that will help Ricky transform into the Beast in a more interesting, exciting way. It's boys versus girls as they separate to create something exciting. But of course, while the group is separated, they each kind of are talking through their own different dilemmas and problems as well, in addition to working on this project. In the group of guys that are bonding, we hear from EJ that he feels a little nervous about trying to make a connection with Gina because of the situation with Nene and how she rejected him, and he's still feeling the burn of that rejection and is afraid that, maybe that's gonna happen with Gina as well. Seb is with the girls, and he reveals how he's feeling really insecure about his relationship with Carlos, and he's worried that they're only together because he's the only option for Carlos at East High. There's also a very awkward situation where Ashlyn kind of brings up that whole Valentine's Day chocolate situation between Gina and Ricky, and Nene seems a little bit jealous or a little bit concerned about what was going on there. How come I didn't know about this situation? I think it's a little bit of a nothing situation, but maybe we'll see them in a future episode kind of talk about it. They don't really have a conversation about it in this episode. And Ricky in this episode, first of all, gets a weird FaceTime call from Lily, which I felt like came out of nowhere, but I'm also like, what is her plan? It seemed like a pretty innocent phone call. Maybe this is her way of starting to connect with Ricky so that maybe down the line she can kind of make Nene jealous in some sort of way to throw them off. But also the beautiful song that Ricky wrote last episode, he was planning to sing to Nene, but after hearing from everybody about their own relationship situations, he decides that it's kind of best to let go and not sing that song for Nene and start things all up again. Instead, maybe collaborate with someone and do something fun outside of just focusing on that relationship. Maybe Ricky was a little bit jealous that Nene is moving on, and I think that he realizes that he needs to do that too, so he reaches out to Carlos to help him write a song to express how he's feeling about Seb. The song's called In a Heartbeat. It is beautiful. It is one of the first LGBTQ plus love songs that we've seen in this show, and I gotta say, I was getting a little bit emotional. There were definitely tears coming out of my eyes during this song. I was glad that we got to see Carlos singing because I feel like he has such a beautiful voice, and we don't always get to hear it. I also like that they gave them a little bit of a costume change in the middle of it and kind of transported them away from the scene into their own little moment. I appreciated that. I will admit, I did think the performance was a little bit stiff, but overall it was really beautifully done. Speaking of beautiful romances, we also get to see EJ finally ask Gina out on a date, and she says yes, so things are coming together for Portwell. And finally, when it comes to that Beast transformation, they end up getting, thanks to Howie, the actual Broadway schematics of what they did that North High is also using. And it turns out that they just did this very simple transformation using a lift that was very similar to the lift that they did in High School Musical, where Ricky would be on a string floating through the air. They're like, let's just do that. We don't have to do all this crazy stuff. They try it, and Ricky falls, and that's the end of the episode. And I'm like, okay, so what is this gonna mean? Is Ricky still even gonna be able to play the Beast? Is someone gonna have to take his place? And it looks like the next episode they're actually getting into the performance. Everyone's in costumes and everything, so that was quite an ending to be like, oh crap, what's gonna happen next now? How's Ricky gonna do this performance? Did he seriously get hurt? And I feel like they're kind of hinting going into the promo for the next episode that things are gonna get a bit messy, which is a little bit scary because this is that big performance. And I know with the High School Musical, things were a little bit shaky that first performance. A lot of it shaky. And maybe Miss Jen's worst fears are gonna come true. I mean, this whole episode, she's really nervous about this performance and having the kids perform well because she doesn't want them to be disappointed. Mr. Mazzara is sort of like her therapist in a way, trying to talk her through things, and it's like, is it the kids that are going to be disappointed or you? And you can see that all the effort that they're going into for this Beast transformation is really for Miss Jen. They treat her like, she's their mom or something, and they have a really beautiful relationship, this whole cast and crew. It would be really disappointing if the show doesn't work out. So I'm hoping they'll be able to push through, not get into any North High drama, and deliver an awesome performance. And I hope Ricky's okay, otherwise, who's gonna play the Beast? I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode, guys, so let me know. Leave a comment down below. And of course, if you like my videos, you can find more High School Musical, the Musical, the Series videos right over here. And I will catch you in the next one. See ya.